of the imperialist and colonialist exploiters. Countrymen, these villains were in the country at the time, but wherever and whenever they appeared, they traitorously backed the colonial oppressor with whom they have always had a common interest. Today, they clumsily lie that they are national liberators, and by force of arms, they stood to abolish the constitution established according to the will of the majority of the Ghanaian people.
And not what
By
you
force
know.
of arms, they
So
stick
my
to
coming here has eliminated that perception in me. Before, I was finding difficult in elective biology, but Alhamdulillah, being in Mercy with, I had a good teachers who were able to explain things further to me in my understanding. So now I'm one of the best biologists in my class. So you have to learn, acquire knowledge, and excel. With that, we'll be able to get people who can support you to reach high. And with the guidance of Allah, you'll be able to succeed in life.
I'll tell people outside the Amazing Social Center is a prestigious school with professional teachers and madams who impact quality education to students. And the Mercy Social Center is a noble school with good facilities, with well-ventilated classrooms, laboratories, libraries, etc., which are conducive for learning. And I'll tell them to enroll their case in Mercy to bear witness of our claims.
I'm in the person of Mohammed Halimat Sadia, a final year student of Mercy Senior High School. I study home economics and I want to become a nurse in future.
My name is Baraka. I am in SHS and I study science. I want to become a medical doctor in the future. Here we have a lot of responsibilities.
And we are taught to manage our time, respect others, elders, also be focused in life. Mercy Senior High School is my school and my inspiration. So initially, I thought life was about whom you know and not what you know. So my coming here has eliminated that perception in me. Before, I was finding difficult in elective biology, but Alhamdulillah, being in Mercy with, I had a good teachers who were able to explain things further to me in my understanding. So now I'm one of the best biologists in my class. So you have to learn, acquire knowledge, and excel. With that, we'll be able to get people who can support you to reach high. And with the guidance of Allah, you'll be able to succeed in life.
I'll tell people outside the Amazing Social Center is a prestigious school with professional teachers and madams who impact quality education to students. And the Mercy Social Center is a noble school with good facilities, with well-ventilated classrooms, laboratories, libraries, etc., which are conducive for learning. And I'll tell them to enroll their case in Mercy to bear witness of our claims.
I'm in the person of Mohammed Halimat Sadia, a final year student of Mercy Senior High School. I study home economics and I want to become a nurse in future.
My name is Baraka. I am in SHS and I study science. I want to become a medical doctor
Full
in the
force
future.
on Monday.
Here we
Work.
have a lot of
Yes,
responsibilities.
that is what we are supposed to be doing, all of us, wherever we find ourselves, so that we can build the nation collectively. So as you do that, no be any dia, or be na film dia, na any year dia, then it will go well for all of us. You know, we need the anope the echiachiamo. Now, in our interview for today, as part of the discussion we'll be having, we'll be calling the president, yes, president of Jimsa Special School, Mustafa Ibrahim. Yes, anybody in Congo. We understand there are some challenges they are facing, and so they even did some demonstration calling on government to engage the graduates among them who have gone to the university and yet have not been engaged. And also come na ya ka ho asem. And then training so no DVLA any road safety for programs from Kopa and pay there me ka say or more in Sawam main station ho or adwumade no koso enti yebomodiana ya frɛ ompanyimfo omudi program na omoso no omontimi and bring you up to speed what is happening at that particular place. And for those of you who have Okada riders, motorbikes, moradi, any drivers, your license that you have to really renew and all that, there will be going to be some education, awareness, creation, and all that. Now, on so amudi ABI spino na renewal so ebekoso ntino obi ambo modia mo amutie bibia mutie free bia in fact so ebe possible kwa na fra wadamfo ebi ono wamfa nto hana so ntie na ka tese ono so on tumirika onye ntententente enne ha no page medi mo be sha se bo modia na mo nyina ye nyina mo modia na enko na enko emani nyefe because without roadworthiness you cannot be on the road. Very, very important. Ntine enu enkomo na ene yani empenyimfo no ebedi with regards to this particular issue of road safety. Now yanko na yanhwe a newspaper I'm reading about the Fatah Yusuf. Yes, and Friday 27th of the month of March 2026, time is 9:03. Yebesha see na the newspaper headlines and the kind. The first newspaper, Daily Graphic as usual. I'll say adopt practical measures against climate risk. We assess Sanjuna urges insurance industry. GPCC declares support for President Mohammed's stance on LGBTQI+. Government set to issue local bond. We have Finance Minister Dr. Keselatu Forcing. Parliament passes legal education reform bill. World Bank MOFA work on unlock $75 million agri investment. Mbomodi ase tomato no be hujuma na investment nyina e ba na intimi production intimi produce tomato dey and I don't know what kind of investment are we talking about. Daily guidance was the SML GRA contract OSP yet to serve Ufori Ata Akore. Legal education reform bill passed. Legal education reform bill passed. One person call law school no. Mbomodi ase dey yesi reformation biaba. Reforms no say basa na ebia no omachutwa mo na esensen efa some of the issues that is making it difficult for some who really want to pursue law. And omam dada no ebia they want to see some changes. Ntini nyina no nsem no unya Daily Guide anopa we page 6. How the full details of that particular story. 5 dead in contact clashes. Police reinforce security. Hey, Asamu. Wuntimi challenges order to defend Galamsey charges. Minority accuses Mahama of conflict of interest. Daily Guide newspaper. No. The news center says Serene Insurance gives Black Star 20 billion Ghana cedi cover and 2 million Ghana cedi cash. Kelvin Archery donate shoes to Ahorase pupils. Kelvin, why are they? 500 cell sites to be deployed this year to improve network quality. MTN Ghana CEO. There is some way to Ghana faces 448,000 tons of tomato shortage or shortfalls. Hey, Asemo. Yes, that is the New Center newspaper. IEA opposes growth and sustainability levy reduction. BOG launches new cybersecurity directive for banks. Yes, Doctor. Only Julius Zebra, BOG boss Julius Zebra, and Omokati that particular. So, Daybreak News reports Serene Insurance gives Black Stars 20 million cover, 20 million Ghana cedi cover, and 2 million cash. Yes. Someone say MOU industrialization exports. All right. Yati. Daybreak news panel. MP flags gold bolts 227.5 million Ghana cedi mineral arrears deal. Mahama welcomes UN resolution. The Chronicle newspaper see minority unhappy with Mahama's use of private jets. That's the Chronicle newspaper. Half Goldfields to invest $500 million in Bogosu Prestia gold mine over the next 10 years. Razor-eyed police track narcotic drugs abandoned in Adaklu jungles. Hey, Asamo. Police hospital's 70-bed ward will be ready this year. We COP Nyako Mumayanko Nankuti the Ecoso no bed syndrome, and what the Ghana Medical Association are saying with regards to this issue. Omwa advice amodima and I say futu amodima buying efa sasemi into the president of the Ghana Medical Association have spoken and has given his advice with regards to this age-old issue of no bed syndrome. A copy of Parliament in someone say you can't bed and interest a bed in any hole. There are other implications, but momenti Professor Ernest momentino.
The people who manage are also not the best. We talk about
Baraka FM
with oxygen. And I know that certain emergency centers in this country on occasion do not have oxygen to attend to patients. So there are many. But we are saying that let's sit by the table as a group, and this is one of the calls that we made, that the ministry should call an urgent meeting of all stakeholders, involving all agency heads, the Ghana Health Service, the CHAB, the teaching hospital, I will call in the ambulance, I will suggest NHI because they are the major funders, the associations, the GAB, the nurses, the paramedics. Let's sit down and see which ones are the low-hanging fruits, which ones we can do short, medium term, and which ones are long term, so that we all speak to the same playbook, so that all of us are potential patients, and that is why we have issued this statement, and we are hoping that it will get the necessary traction and then necessary measures put in place to once and for all deal with this canker that the devil starts. Yeah, I think Sami, you answered it. Yes, it is not new. It can never be new. These are not new ideas. Maybe what is coming through as possibly some fresh ideas is the emergency command center that will coordinate the inter-hospital referrals and also lead to the ambulance service and all that. But beyond that, the rest are all known. Many documents have spoken to it. Again, it's about the way we do things in this country. Talk, no action. And I would say that let's draw a line and let's all decide that people are suffering, people are dying, people are being maimed because there's lack of coordination. There are systemic challenges. It is not just one arm. That is not. The linkages are quite poor. So that is why we are saying that this meeting that we are proposing, led by the ministry of all interested stakeholders and relevant stakeholders to sit behind the table and now decide that what are the funding gaps that we need, what are the human resource gaps, what are the equipment gaps, what are the referral system gaps, and then we can together proffer solutions and itemize them as a first, second, third, that these are the way we need to go so that we all speak to the same playbook as I mentioned earlier. But I would plead with the minister and the ministry and the presidency that this would probably should be the last time we are talking about this. Let's say that in the March of 2026, we spoke, but we acted to the benefit. Well, it may happen, especially when people are used to Kolebu as being the last stop. But however, that is a possibility, but it is not reality as we speak. Now, as it is, they are just rudimentary emergency services provided in these peripheral facilities. So, one, we should, take the bull by the horn and retool them. Look, if you visit the emergency room or some of these smaller places, I'm not sure you want to be there. That is why probably people are not attending those places. But hey, let's give them what they need. Let's retool them. Let's give them the oxygen facilities, the beds, and let's also increase the tempo of training of emergency physicians so that we can deploy them to these peripheral areas to man them. Because sometimes it's also a matter of expertise. That then the attending doctor will say, well, I don't have the expertise, so let me push you over to Kolebu where you have the necessary expertise. So it's not just equipment and logistics, but also human resource with the capacity and capability to deal with this emergency. Then we now will then do the proper coordination through this emergency command center and say that you live in Mampubi, you go to Mampubi Polyclinic and receive care. If it is that Mampubi can't take care of it, then we'll say go to Kolebu, rather than everybody rushes to Kolebu. So let's give it a try and see. And we believe that retooling the peripheries will go a long way in solving this problem. It is not just around Kolebu. If you go to the east end, after I reach 37 Legon Hospital, there's practically nothing until you get to Gan East, and everybody is rushing here. If you come to the west side as well, after Kanishi Polyclinic, there's no major referral facility or facility that we can take care of good emergency, serious emergency cases. One of the reasons I am aware we set up the Winneba Trauma and Hospital was to deal with the accident cases on that corridor from Cape Coast Saturday towards Accra. But again, the same problem exists. They are unable to adequately cater for patients who unfortunately find themselves in these accidents, and they all rush to Kolebu. So we really need to strengthen the peripheries. Then we are sure that we are on the right path and are prepared now. We have a cordial relationship with them. We'll engage them and push through some of these suggestions, and we are hopeful that they will be taken in good faith. And we stand ready to dialogue and to engage all the relevant institutions and bodies to make sure that this issue of no birth syndrome is tackled in a holistic manner, and I underscore a holistic manner, not in piecemeal, so that the health of this country is.
The president of the Ghana Medical Association, Professor Ernest Mutini, Kano Efa, the no birth syndrome in Sensem, by CDLC Debbie, by Bomodiana 2026 edition here, and yet the last issue that we'll hear about no birth syndrome in our hospitals. The Supreme newspaper was saying, Echo Asifwa exposes Mahama Crown neglect over NYE founding. Minority raises conflict of interest concerns over Damang mine bid. Yes, as Bogosu Prestia chiefs question lease transfer. National security operatives petitions IGP over alleged land grab scandal. Former CID director accused of abuse of power. Nishi Kasoa, yes, the second swears allegiance to Agbawe Belewe family of La. I believe in Krafon Samuti Mufanche. More money Mr. Mankani Yen, Mombo Modian say Mbefre na Moma Esa corrections. Yes. Takwa Expo 2026 celebrates culture, unity, and economic growth. And also the front page news of the Supreme newspaper. The Daily Gist newspaper also minority eyes majority seat for Baumia. 24-hour economy, 133 job formula in disarray. Ibrahim's Muhammad Aman mine deal sinks. Minority heads to Shiraj. Tema plane crash. Victim's wife breaks down as NDC visit family. Eko Asifwa blast government for starving NYA with cash. No show at Ofori Atta trial. And also near the front page story. Ras Mubarak blows up fake NDC presidential poll. The Source newspaper say Ghanaians must rethink our agric policy. New legal education bill passed by Parliament. Daman Mine minority drags Ibrahim Mahama to Shraj. Independent medical vital for anti-corruption fights. We brother Ibrahim Suleimana of Media Foundation. Gimpa celebrates 65 years of excellence. And listen, the Daily Searchlight in minority petitions charge Mahama's private jet use and procurement consents. Wound to me